How's it? Today is Monday, October 10th. I am doing what I always do, just increased by 3 kilos from last week. So, snatch push press, we're looking at 86 for 3, 1 plus 1 plus 1 in that complex. Muscle snatch does not increase. Power snatch plus 3 hang power snatches going to 76. Snatch high pull, same as the push press complex at 86. Front squat, I believe 106. So yeah, not too much to say. I think this is a expected performance. I don't expect to do amazingly well. I don't expect to do very poorly either. And it is what it is. Yesterday I did do that weird kind of recovery day, active recovery, more or less is what I think about it like now. With my triples, three triples at 100 for front squat, and then a bunch of like accessories type stuff, like upper body accessories that I normally don't do. But I feel good today. I don't feel any like fatigue as far as like speed or anything goes. I think that I'm not as strong as I normally am, but I don't think that is due to what I did yesterday. I think that's solely because I didn't sleep super well last night. But yeah, who can say? It's impossible to know. Here is my first set of 86. Pretty stable overhead. I'm not challenged in my opinion for this. I believe my best snatch balance is like 125. So being at this low weight while I'm doing this doesn't seem like it's a lot. It does feel like a little bit when I do end up doing a few extra snatch balances for the last set right here. But again, not a big deal. Snatch push press plus overhead squat is very quick, very solid. Snatch balance here could be a little bit more precise, I think, in some areas. But it yeah, again, it's not super challenging. Afterwards, moved into my muscle snatches here. These are kind of I don't know. I don't know if I like them. I don't know if I don't like them. It's very hard to say. I know that they are not hurting me, but is it a good use of my time? I am unsure. I will probably remain unsure about this movement in general until something extremely good happens or extremely bad happens. There's no real way of me being able to say like, oh yeah, I will continue doing this because at the end of the day, I'm just very indifferent to it. I think if I am doing muscle snatches as my first movement before regular snatches, I think that is helpful. But after that snatch push press complex, I don't know. I understand it's moving from down to up rather than from like a middle of the lift to all the way up, but it's just not. I don't know. I don't think it has the effect that Steve wants for it. And then it's getting a little bit difficult here at 50. I think that's a function of me going a little bit quicker than I would like. I guess not quicker, but going faster in between sets than I usually go, if that makes sense. Power snatch plus hang power snatch now, starting at 50 just because that's where my muscle snatches ended. I am trying to not allow my hips to get away from me right off the ground. I think it happens a lot more on my clean, but it's definitely not perfect on my snatches. But when I'm able to maintain that proper like hip placement and proper chest placement over the bar, the snatches are pretty easy. Here's my second to last warm up. So if I'm at 76 today, that means that that's last week I was at 73, and a week before that I was at 70. So 3 weeks ago, I was doing this weight for my top set, and you know that is my last warm up. It's it shows where the progress has been made, but there's still a lot of room to improve and lots of um, I guess technical things I can clean up. You see there on some of these, I'm not over the bar the way that I normally am from. So I'm not over the bar from the hang the way I normally am from the ground. Like the ground is so easy. It's such a solid snatch. But you can see it kind of swings out in front of me for the hang, and then I have to maneuver it back under me, and that's not super good. I think that was the highest one. I think the first set was definitely a full snatch, and then this last one was also a little bit lower than that second set. Whatever the case is, I'm still working. Even if this is a hard set or an impossible set, then I am increasing everywhere else on the lifts. Um, and so it's not like I'm moving backwards. This snatch high pull, triples. Try my best for these to not do that, whatever the hell that was, but also not get pulled forward like that. I want to maintain extension and then keep my hips as forward extended as possible without dipping back to the ground. A little bit better there. And then kind of not letting the bar pull me forward. Whoa, that little spin move. That was okay. A little hip thrusty. That is not typical of how I'm lifting. So that one was more of a panda pull because I was getting tired. But I'm not trying to thrust my hips, right? That was good. That was a good one. I am. Yep, that's a panda pull. Yeah, I could see it. I see it. I looked at the camera. A little bit better than the second rep. But I'm not trying to allow myself to be pulled down like how I did on that second rep. I'm just trying to produce maximal height while having good positioning. Last set was pretty good overall. After that, I moved into my front squats. 106 for 3 3s. Pause front squat, sorry. Last set, I push reps. So, yeah, 85 here, and then I go to 106 straight away. I think the quality of my front squats has been getting better with the kind of slow pauses here. I know it's super light, like relative to how much I can actually do. Like I'm clean and jerking more than this on Fridays, so I don't expect myself to be struggling at all. But the quality of the movement it feels so much cleaner. It feels much more solid, and I think my upper back is slowly getting better, which is a good sign because I've been dealing with this for so long. I know I experienced some issues on Friday with my upper back, but aside from that, I feel like I'm moving forward in the right direction by gaining some amount of extra like thoracic extension, and that twisting with that open book stretch that I do. I should do that a little bit more often. But when I do it, I feel like I'm working. So I'm happy that I'm incorporating those things. I was getting lightheaded here. That was funny. After that, I finished off with my hanging leg raise as my only accessory on Mondays because Mondays are just Sickeningly long. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.